Okay, so welcome to this tutorial. So basically we are finishing up our social engineering labs. So first of all, we started with credential harvesting. Then we also did how to access or how to remotely access an operating system such as Windows, or in other words, how can you hack or penetrate into someone's Windows machine. So in today's video, I'm going to demonstrate on how to hack an Instagram account. But in this particular case, I won't be using my entire Linux, but we'll be using WSL, which stands for Windows Subsystem for Linux. Remember, I showed you previously on how to install this. So to install WSL, you simply need to open up your PowerShell as an administrator, okay? So once you open it as an administrator, the command which you need to learn is WSL, because we are saying Windows system subsystem for Linux, then you say dash dash install. Okay, so once you write this command WSL dash dash install, it will install this Ubuntu distribution, which runs as a Linux terminal on your Windows machine. So it's more like you have entire Linux on your Windows machine, okay? So now in this case, I've also installed my Pilot OS. So how to install Pilot OS together with this Ubuntu? Just run this, then you can download this setup for Pilot. So you can watch the first video which is on this particular playlist, then you understand how to do this. Okay, so it's up to you either to use WSL, you can use your Kali machine, whatsoever you want. So let's get to the video now. So I'll open up my Pilot OS terminal. So assuming you are in your Kali Linux machine, okay? So you just need to open up your terminal. Now, we'll be following this PowerPoint presentation for us to conduct this particular class. So we are talking about social engineering. Then the tool we're using is called zphisher for credential harvesting. Okay. So on slide 2, we are saying how to download zphisher. So number 1, you need to start your Kali Linux machine, as I said. Okay. So once you start your Kali Linux machine, you need to open up Firefox or any preferred browser which you use. So in this case, since I'm using Windows, I'll open up Google Chrome, okay? I'll open up Google Chrome. If I want, I can open up Edge. So since I've opened up Google Chrome, here we are saying search for zphisher GitHub, okay? So in your search, you can simply type Z, then Fisher, like that. Then you say GitHub, okay? So once you say zphisher GitHub, you need to press enter. Okay, so once you do that, you will find this first link. So once you click on this first link, it will redirect you to the GitHub topic, okay? A topic where they talked about this particular tool, which is zphisher. Okay, so let's wait for it to load. Let me just pause the video. My network seems to be slow. Okay, so once this page loads up, you need to navigate where there's this zphisher, okay? So following these methods, you realize that maybe you can waste your time just looking for this tool which is called zphisher. So in this case, I've just added this particular link which you can follow to reach to this page, okay? So since I've said click on this link, you can simply use this particular link. So since I want to demonstrate on my Google Chrome, I'll just paste that particular link, okay? So this link I've provided, it will redirect you to this particular page to download zphisher, or you can do the steps which I've showed you. So now what you need to do is copy the URL code, okay? So here you can see this code, then you need to copy it. So once you copy this code as demonstrated, Now what you need to do is to open up your terminal. Okay, so here we are now trying to download zphisher. Okay, so since my terminal is already opened, I'll just show you. Okay, so now one thing you need to note once you open up your terminal, you need to type the command which is git cron, then the link which you just copied recently from that code. Now note, use your preferred directory. What do we mean by this? So once I opened up this terminal, you can see that the directory I'm on, if I say pwd printing work directory, you see that the directory I'm on is home, then slash Soko James. Now if I want to save this particular uh, file of this particular folder or two on my desktop, as you can see, I need to navigate to the directory which is desktop. So I'll say cd slash, then I know the next directory is supposed to be home, then Soko James, then desktop. So I'll navigate to this particular directory. So once I'm in my desktop, as you can see, if I say pwd, it's saying I'm in this directory which is desktop. Okay, so now since I'm in this directory, let me just clear the screen. So once I'm in this desktop directory, and that's my preferred directory to store all the tools, I can now enter this command git cron, then whatsoever. Now take note, I already downloaded this tool which is zphisher. Okay, so there's no need for me to download it again, but I'll just show you what to do. So what you can do is say git cron. Okay, so once you say git cron, you need to paste this URL you downloaded from that particular GitHub page. Okay, so once you press enter, now it will download as shown. Okay, it will download this tool called zphisher. So that's how we download. Now we need to install zphisher. So type the command cd zphisher to enter its directory. So what we mean by this, if I say list ls, okay, if I list the directories I have, I'll realize that I have a directory or folder called zphisher. Yeah, so I have a folder called zphisher. So to enter in this directory, I'll need to say cd, which stands for change directory. So I'll change the directory to zphisher. Okay, so I'll say zphisher. So I'll press enter. Now you can see that the directory I'm on is no longer just desktop but zphisher. Okay, now if I list the things I have under this zphisher, you can see I have this docker file readme, then this shell scripts license and so ever. So the main file we're interested in is zphisher.sh. Okay, which is executable. So this zphisher.sh, we need to run it, okay, for us to easily install. So once you run it for the first time, zphisher will be installed. So we are saying type the command --zphisher to launch the tool, and it will be installed for the first use. Okay, so if I say dot then slash the name of this file by saying z, then tab on my keyboard, I'll run this particular tool. So since it's .sh, you can simply also run it with bash. If it was for Python, you can run it by using Python. Okay, but if we say dot slash the name of this particular executable file, it enables us to run it without any errors. Okay, so first of all, let me just clear my screen again. So one important note is you don't need to run these tools as a regular user, but as root. Okay, you need to be an administrator. So what you need to do is say sudo su. Okay, so we want to use the super tool, then we switch the user now to the root. Okay, so you enter your password for your Kali machine. So mine is a little bit long and I'm taking time to type. Okay, so once you are now logged in as root, I'll list again the files we have. So once I list, I need to run this. Okay, I said dot slash, then you run it. Okay, so once you run this, now it won't be saying permission denied. Okay, now you have successfully learned this particular zphisher tool. So if it's your first time using it, it means some tools will be installed. It won't even take time. So once those particular tools are installed, you can now use this particular tool. So going to slide number 5, we are saying hacking an Instagram account. So in this particular video, we are trying to target option number 2, which is Instagram. But remember, you can use this tool for all these how many options, for all these 35 options. So it's up to you. So in my case, I'm targeting Instagram. So I'll say 02 because Instagram is 02. Okay, enter. Now you are saying select the option you want for your social engineering attack. So for us, we've went with 02, which is Instagram. We've selected option 04, blue badge verify login page, because we are phishing a local artist who wants to be verified. So depending on the type of attack you want to launch, you need to select your preferred option. But in my case, I want to trick an artist saying that they have a blue verification badge. So we are going with option number 4. So once we do that, now we need to launch the social engineering attack. Okay, so how do we launch the social engineering attack? You have 3 options. You need to choose which one is best for you, but in this case we are selecting option number 2, which is flared. Why? Because under Cloudflare, you don't need to start like customizing the things. Everything is already set up for you on this cloud. Okay, so it's easier and faster. So I don't need to waste a lot of time setting up some things when I'm using Cloudflare. So choose your preferred option. We've chose N for all options to customize the attack. Okay, so first of all, we are saying we've said 02 for cloud flared. Then these options we are just saying no because we want to leave them on default. Okay, so as you can see, we are trying to leave everything on default, and I'm saying no. But if you want to change the port number, the mask URL, it's up to you, but I'll be saying no. Okay, so most of the times these two says unable to generate rings. So you can simply try to exit these two and run it again until it works. So I'll just pause the video, do the same steps, then once the link is generated, we'll proceed. Okay, now as you can see, the links have been generated. So let me try to go for this first link. Okay, so I'll try to go for this first particular link. So you need to choose the one which works for you. Okay, so now since that is done, we need to send the link to the victim through email. Okay, so since we are sending it through email, what we can do, we need to open up our email. Okay, so I'll go on my Gmail. So for this particular case, I'm using this account called Soko James. Now remember, our target is a local artist. Our target is a local artist. Okay, so since our target is a local artist, we need to compose an email impersonating or tracking that particular local artist. So in this case, let me just put this here so that you see what I'm doing. So I went on compose, then I'm sending it to this particular artist who is named KCDC. Okay, so by the way, this is my artist email, so I'm trying to impersonate myself. Okay, you do it on someone you have permission on. One day we are doing penetration testing. Okay, so you put your target, then you need to put a subject. In this case, the subject, I said blue badge verified for KCDC. Okay, so we can say blue verification badge for KCDC. Okay, so KCDC is the name of the artist. Okay, so as you can see, I have this good message which says, "Dear KCDC, your Instagram account has been awarded a blue verified badge for its authenticity. Regards the Instagram team." Okay, so that's just something fake. Okay, we are trying to make it look legitimate. So you're saying, "Dear KCDC." Okay, so by the way, let me just say, "Dear KCDC," like that. Your Instagram, so I can just pause the video. Okay, it's okay. Account Instagram account been awarded has been awarded with a blue verification badge. Okay, for its authenticity. Okay, so we are saying, so now we want to insert a link. Okay, we want to insert a link here. We want to insert a link which will now be attached to that phishing link we have. So the link, I'll say Control V to paste it. So this is the link we got from that particular zphisher tool. So the title needs to be, let me say, click here to get your account verified. Okay, so I say click here to get your account verified, and that's the title. So apply. As you can see, it's saying click here to get your account verified. Then we'll say regards the Instagram team. So why are we doing this, wasting our time to type all this? We want to make sure that this message looks authentic, like it's coming from Instagram. So the other thing you need to note is that you don't need to use your personal account such as Soko James. You need to create a fake email impersonating, for example, Instagram or someone you are pretending to be. But we won't do that because this is just a demonstration. Okay, so I'll say send. So this email will be sent. So if we go to the email which we just sent, you can see that our target is this guy, KCDC. Okay, so this is the artist we are trying to fish. So in this case, you can see that everything is all set. We simply need to wait for this particular artist to log in. Okay, so you can communicate with them through social media to inform them about this, or you can simply wait till they click on this particular thing. Now, hacking an Instagram account. So make sure the victim clicks on the link. So you need to be patiently waiting for the victim to log in. So in this case, I'll switch this account to the artist account, okay, which is KCDC. So once I've switched to this artist account for KCDC, we need to make sure that the artist receives this particular email we sent. So in this case, they've seen that blue verification badge for KCDC, and the author was me. Okay, Soko James. Then they will need to say, "Dear KCDC, your Instagram account has been awarded with a blue verification badge for its authenticity." So they'll be like, "Whoa, my hard work has paid off." Okay, so without knowing that this is a social engineering attack. But the good thing about Gmail nowadays is that once they scan this particular email, they'll flag it to be spam. So it will go under spam. Once they realize that, okay, this is fake, it will go under spam. So for now, let's pretend everything is okay. So now I'm the artist. So I'll click on this particular link which says get verified here, okay? So I'll see, okay, this looks legitimate, okay? Blue verified badge, okay? So that's the good point, the good thing about crowd fairs, okay? Crowd fair, everything is all set up. So I'll say apply now, assuming I'm the artist. So for example, I'll say maybe I was born in August 25th. Okay, I'm just entering my details. Then you put the year, if it's 2000, if it's 19 whatsoever, you put that particular year. So I'll put 2000. So again, the attacker is gaining these particular credentials, okay? But you are interested in the credentials, like the login whatsoever. So here, I'll put my email address, then the password. So So here you insert the password, okay? So once you insert the password, we are assuming that you're trying to log into your account. The victim tries to log into their account, which is legitimate, okay? They want to get verified, so they'll say submit. So once they say submit, uh, this link will say they need to confirm their email, okay? They need to confirm their email. So now, once they need to confirm their email, they will simply insert their email, then they will type their email password now, okay? So let me type it. Okay. So once they type their credentials, they'll submit. Okay. So once they submit now, it will say your application has been successfully whatsoever submitted. Now, um, oh, Mr. Evans has posted something. Okay, so now um, here what to do is we would like to gain access to that Instagram account, okay? Now, how do we do that? Now, the attacker uses their vested credentials to log in to their actual Instagram account for the victim once the user waits for the verified badge. So as you can see, zphisher has managed to intercept the victim's IP, which is this, okay, which is now saved in this particular file. Again, login information we have found to saying that the account belongs to this email. Then the password is hope I won't get hacked, okay? Then again, it's saved under this. Now, we wait for the next login info. Remember, this first part was for the account and this second part was for the email. So once you've managed to intercept these two things, you need to log in. So use these credentials to log in to the Instagram account for that particular um, artist. So elite progress HD adds up to big results. Let me just add the comment for my guy, Variento. Yeah. So that's the point, guys. So now what will happen is that once we log in to this guy, such as this local artist KCDC, so we'll see that okay, we have access to the Instagram account, okay? We have access to the Instagram account. So since we have this particular access to the Instagram account, we can edit the details, we can now change the actual password for this guy, then boom, we've hacked this particular guy, assuming this particular profile is not using two-factor authentication, okay? So if it's using two-factor authentication, then we'll have some issues on the way. Okay, but in this case, we are assuming that we don't have any issues. So by the way, my EP just dropped. So this is the artwork cover. So don't let go. 5-track TP out now. You can go and check it out. So how can you check it out? So by the way, the video is done. Okay, so now I'm just trying to promote my album. Okay, so this is the link we'll be using, so you can check out my album on https push.fm/fl. Okay, so don't let go. Yeah, so you can check out my EP, guys. Since you've managed to hack my account, you can check out my EP. So once you reach on this page, you can select any player you want. For example, if you want to listen it on Spotify, you can click on Spotify, then it will land to the page where you can stream it. Okay, so this is the it released recently on 10th. So don't let go, that's the name. Then the first track is called Dreams Freestyle. You can check it out. It highlights more about academics. Switch, Don't Let Go. Another good track, Father the Silent Hero. Another good track, Freshman, Fresha Wawa, and Tango Tachakamunike Wino. These are academic songs, okay? So you can check them out. Peace. This marks the end of the video. So hope you got some few concepts there. So once that is done, you can see you just need to gain access to the Instagram account. So as I showed you, yeah, that's that. Then the last slide, I'll just attach this particular video, then we are done. So this is Soko James presenting the 2024 to 2025 classes, okay, for CYS KMU cybersecurity tutorials. So let me just exit this, exit again. Wow. Yeah, so that's the benefit for WSL. I don't need an entire operating system for Linux for me to do the work. Just need to do that.